Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Contest of Speed AM2. As tonight they will be taking on, or AM3, wow, I am off the books. Tonight they will be taking on the 5.418 kilometer 16 corner 1 DRS straight here at the wonderful Lusail International Circuit in Qatar. I am the Johnny Damon. I know it's been a little bit of time since I've commentated a few races, but I am alongside the Toss Mindset tonight, and we are back in action here at Qatar. How we doing tonight, Mindset?
Good, man. Good. It's good to have you back. Definitely missed you in the booth, my right hand man. But yeah, it's gonna be a good race hopefully.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back. The past few weeks have been a little bit difficult for me. A lot of work, trying to put in the hours, get the money saved up, and you know, uh, lost a good friend of mine that I used to race with on a daily, at least on Sundays and on Wednesday nights. We were always racing against each other. Unfortunately, passed away about 2 weeks ago in Thailand on vacation while on a motorbike accident. So, very sad. You know, it's been a little difficult because that's my second loss of family this year. So it's been difficult, but I'm glad to be back in the booth tonight and appreciate everybody, giving me the time I needed this season. But I'll be back next season, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that, but yeah, glad to have you back.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting final two races of the season. I mean, Qatar is a DRS type of track. If just because it's high downforce. Really, the only slowest corner you're going to get here at Qatar is going to be turn 6 of the tight hairpin. Other than that, is I believe this is, I want to say, the second most accelerated track on the calendar. And I want to say it's about 65 to 70% on throttle here at Qatar.
Behind
So,
what? Belgium?
Monza.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So, Qatar can definitely lead to a lot of, fun action and close side-by-side racing. There's a lot of opportunities to go side-by-side through the corners here. Qualifying is going to be extremely close. I'm intrigued to see how this is going to go. We are still waiting on two folks here. I'm not exactly sure what is taking so long. And then, what is the last race of the calendar?
Brazil.
Brazil. So yeah, I mean, you're talking two high downforce tracks for the last two races of the season. So anybody that is close in points has an opportunity to, um, jump somebody who's in front of them. Just because these tracks are kind of opened up, the walls aren't as close, so it's very hard to DNF. But
Yeah,
I am looking forward to it.
but yeah, here we'll go over the standings here. We'll just go over the constructors. Williams, I think, has locked it in if they keep it up here with 2 to go. Alfa Romeo still 68 points behind. Alfa Tauri moves up with Pablo's win last week above the Haas. McLaren 5th. Aston, Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes, and Alpine scoring a decent amount of points after not scoring for the first 10 or so races of the season. But the drivers, what everybody wants to know, the championship is still on. It's as long as Pablo beats Nick AC, there's still a chance. But if Nick AC beats Pablo plays, Nick AC will be the champion tonight. Man, I cannot talk. Red Arrow P3, Paul 4, SR Frame 5th, Bullet 6, M1K, Whitjay, Zenki, and Gru round out the top 10. Mercedes Boy of ASAP Pelagi 11th. Bandut moves up 2 spots after last week. Chipman, Waffle Raptor, Days, Entree, Easy 10, Gustavo, and Angel finish out the standings. But yeah, into the race we go. It should be a good race. Maybe a lot of moves, dive bombs. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, that opportunities for those late moves to be made just because of how wide the circuit is. So the opportunity definitely is there. But even going into turn one, you'll be able to see people defend around the outside through turn one, carrying themselves to the inside of turn two. So any moves being done into turn one easily can be achievable going to the inside of turn two. So
Yeah.
I am following on board here as we got about 5 or 6 cars coming out onto the circuit, and it looks like the Mercedes of ASAP Loggy is going to lead them out first.
Yeah, I'll ride on board with him as he takes us around a lap of this beautiful track. Probably one of my favorite on the grid or on the calendar, just because personally how it flows and I love the speed of it. So
Yeah, definitely. I'm actually looking forward to this race in the AM1 division. I haven't had a very good
yeah, I know,
season
Johnny.
myself. I've been pretty quiet after that Zandvoort win. It's been pretty quiet. I'm just kind of burnt out on this game a little bit, to
Yeah,
be
I feel
honest.
you.
I'm looking forward to F124 as soon as that comes out. I do have the Champions Edition, so I will have the 3-day early release, and I will be live immediately
Yes,
when that
sir.
comes out.
Same. We
So,
should try and get in together.
absolutely, we'll definitely do that.
Yeah. Wait. Does
But
anybody have the exact way that Pablo can extend the championship to the last round? Because it looked like he was leading by 17 points. So what? Pablo has to beat Nick by at least 7 or
12 points.
12 points. Okay, so Pablo needs to outscore Nick AC by 12 points. That's definitely going to be a very hard thing to do.
Absolutely, and ASAP Loggy has made his way into turn one, and now he's going to be off the exit, uses a little bit of that curb, goes down to the inside of turn two. Another really fast left-hander coming through the right-hander now. He's going to go into the double right-hander here at the end of the straight, and it's again a really fast two apexes here. You can go side by side through there, but there's definitely going to be some tire banging. Making our way through turn six now. Going to carry us back up the hill into turn 7 here of this right-hander. It is a very late apex off of this one. Very easy to invalidate on the exit. He keeps it within the track limits now down into, I want to say that is, what, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, turn 11. Now making his way through turn 11, carry himself into the flat-out triple right-handed apex of 12, 13, and 14 here off the exit of 14. Lifts a little bit on the throttle. Now coming through 15. Pretty much flat out right there. He a little bit of a tail whip off the exit. Now he's coming into the final corner of turn 16. He's going to open up that DRS flap in about 50 meters. Got it wide open, making a charge to the line. What's the provisional pole going to be set at? To start Qatar with a 122.379 for ASAP Loggy. And here comes the AlphaTauri of Katie Dog with a 123.201.
Yeah, Katie Dog. Looks like ASAP Log. You're going to be holding that leading time for right now as Waffle Raptor opens the DRS for the last time this lap. Coming down to the line. Long run to the line this time. That's also something that's going to be changed in F1 24. Line will be further back.
What happened? No,
Oh!
off the exit of turn 15, Red Arrow in the Haas was on the racing line, not on a hot lap. Pablo comes flying through turn 15 and gets into the back of Red Arrow on his way towards turn 16. And unfortunately for Pablo, he was on his flying lap in the qualifying session, and now he is going to be starting at the very back of the grid here at Qatar. So that's going to put a huge challenge on Pablo's shoulders if he wants to beat Nick AC by at least 12 points.
Yeah, that is definitely very like not good for Pablo. Pablo, I hate to say it this early because anything can happen, but I think that might spell the end to Pablo's championship as long as Nick AC sets a relatively good lap to put him up there.
Absolutely. That is very unfortunate for that AlphaTauri team. They now are going to have to find an alternate strategy to get them towards the front here. But let's jump on board with this D Lucid. I believe this is the first time I've seen him. But it seems to be he is not on a lap. So we will get off board with him onto Red Arrow, making his way through turn 14 now. Unfortunately, invalidates off of turn 13. And that's going to have to put him on a new lap.
Yeah.
EZ10 is making his way through turn 14.
Definitely a very easy track to invalidate with the very high speed corners and yeah, the not very much room to work with out on the end there. But yeah, EZ10 to the line. Let's see what time he can do here. Jump up to P7.
Yeah, he's up to the P7 position, but he's not using any battery on, appears, his in-lap. So I don't know if he was just putting down a lap for himself to give himself a benchmark. But yeah, he's unfortunately in the P7, about 13 seconds off of the pace for the time being. So he is going to be looking to find some more pace. Bandute now making his way up the hill into turn 7. Late Apex, he's going to try and keep it within the track limits off the exit. He does just that. He keeps that all four tires on the circuit when you can use all of that exit curb to actually carry your momentum down through turn 9 to carry into turn 10. But now he's making his way up into 12 and 13 now. Is he going to keep it within the track limits? Yes, he does. Off the exit of 14, barely within track limits, now making his way into turn 15. Off the exit, heading to the final corner we go. He's going to have that DRS off the exit of turn 15. In about 150 meters, he's going to open it up right about now, making a charge towards the line. Is he going to get himself up the ladder towards the top of the leaderboard? And he sets a new provisional pole by 1,000ths of a second over ASAP Loggy.
Yeah, ASAP Loggy's definitely going to be a little mad at that, but he can't be too mad since he's still up towards the top of the field here as Katie Dog going to be looking to start her second lap, I believe. So, looks like we also have Scarlett Fisher's back. Looked like they won in Portimao some time ago for the Alfa Romeo team. And looks like we finally have an Aston Martin. Your team, Johnny, coming around the line. Chipman, we'll see what time he puts here. He'll put himself P3 pretty close. 8.765 behind ASAP Loggy. And looks like a Williams. Is this Nick AC? Yes, it is. It's not, but Nick AC has invalidated. He'll dive into the pits. His teammate ZZG Speedy, I believe he's a new guy, jumps up to P3, 2/10 and a bit behind ASAP Loggy there.
Yeah, absolutely. We still got from P13 all the way down, has yet to put a valid lap here at Qatar. Red Arrow is currently on an out lap, did invalidate his previous time, and Rob's boy is now making a charge towards turn 1, getting ready to start his first real flyer lap here in the qualifying session. As he's making a run down into turn 1, he is going to have traffic of the Ferrari up in front of him, but not close enough yet to get any dirty air or any tow off of that car. So now he's making his way through turn 2, heading towards turn 3, and then up the hill to 4 and 5. With the Ferrari being in front of him, is he going to be able to catch up and get into any sort of tow off of this Ferrari? Who is that, by the way?
I believe it
appears
is
to be
Crisp.
EZ10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yep. I'm done.
Rob's boy making his way into turn 7. Now he's gonna try and use it, and unfortunately invalidates off the exit of turn 7. He goes really, really wide and was not able to keep that within the white lines. On board with Red Arrow, making his way through turn 3 now, heading up into turn 4. of the two right-handed apexes here. Now he's going to carry his speed all the way down into turn 6 of the tight hairpin. Probably the slowest corner on the circuit for the time being. Now he's got a run right up to turn 7. All the way up through the gears into 4th gear off the apex of turn 7. Is he going to keep it within the limits? Yes, he does. He's not using much of the curbs, though, on the outside there. Coming through turn 10. He's now got this little left-hander of turn 11 into the spot where he invalidated the previous time of turn 12, 13, and 14. As he's making his way to turn 13, stays within the track limit, tries to carry that speed all the way through 14. Now he's got turn 15 of the left-hander. One more straight before the final corner, and here he comes right down into turn 16, all the way down into 4th gear, gets on the throttle really quickly off the apex, opens up that DRS flap, making a run towards the line. Where is this going to put Red Arrow on the chart? And he's going to go up to P5 with a 122.7.
Yeah, not too many people are really on laps here. But I saw in chat, D Summers. I'm not sure what I am. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't really know, but looks like this new guy, HZN Lucid, and the McLaren, got to be looking to start his second lap after not having the greatest first lap here. Round the final corner, make sure you want to get a good exit. Open the DRS nice and early for the nicest run down. Into turn 1, definitely want to carry a lot of speed. You can carry a lot more momentum in the corner than you think. Just got to hope your rear end holds on here. Don't run wide. Get a good exit. Got to make sure you don't run wide at all here. Don't extend. Doesn't use all of the track. Kind of doesn't have the greatest line through those corners after not using the track. Good turn in there. So coming to one of the probably the most, not demanding, but maybe in real life, but through here, definitely hard to keep the right line, keep the speed. Don't go off, especially through the triple right-hander flat out. But we'll see if he keeps it valid here. Lets off just a little bit. Lets off a lot through that last right-hander, left-hander. Make sure you don't hit the curb and ground out and spin out there. Last corner now. Broke at the 50-meter. Turn in nicely. Misses the apex slightly. Opens DRS to the line. We'll see if he improves on his lap. Yeah, jumps up one spot. A 25-0 for HZN Lucid. Still got some work to do. But, yeah.
Yeah, we are getting closer to the end of qualifying here at Lusail International Circuit. And we're still waiting on Zenki, Chris Zip, and Nick AC30 to all put a lap down. I have not seen Nick AC30 come back onto the circuit.
Yeah.
Chris Zip is currently out on an out lap, and Zenki is still sitting in pit lane as well.
Yeah, I'm not, to be honest, I'm not really sure what Crisp Zip is doing here. Jesus, man. Nick AC. Holy. It's been a long day, but yeah, I'm not sure what Nick AC's doing. Leaving maybe the championship deciding race to the last lap in quali. Because, yeah, if he invalidates, he'll start right behind Pablo, so that'll definitely make it interesting. I wouldn't be against it if it happened.
No, I would not be against that either. That would bring some entertainment for sure. And, nice comment, BK,
Thank
but
you,
it should
BK.
be more like me, not mindset. So
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. I don't know the names today. I'll try and lock in for you boys.
Anyway, Chris Zip is making a run towards turn 1 now, all the way down in 4th gear. He is looking to get it on the throttle as soon as possible, making his way into turn 2 now. off the exit of 2. He's got turn 3 right in front of him with an Aston Martin going slow on the inside of the circuit. He is going to get by relatively easy. Coming through turn 4 and 5, he is going to use all of the track on the inside of turn 5, but he doesn't allow the car to carry the momentum to the outside around turn 6. Now he's going to run down into turn 7, the very late apex here of turn 7, and he's going to be able to hit it all the way on the side curb. Does not use any of the exit curb off the exit of 7. Making his way through turn 9 into turn 10, gets by his Ferrari teammate there on the inside, off the exit. Not using any exit curb here for Chris Zip. He's probably costing himself some time a little bit here. Now he's coming through the triple right-hander, flat out section here in Lucedale, making a run towards turn 15. Now he's got the final corner right in front of him. He is going to be getting ready to open up that DRS in about 200 meters right about now. Off the exit. Finally uses all the exit curb, opens up that DRS flap, making a run towards the line he goes. And where is this going to put him on the timing charts? In P10 with a 123.5.
Yeah, not a bad oh my God. Easy 10, his teammate crossing the line here to start his next, probably last lap here. Definitely wants to jump his teammate, get the better of him. But I guess, yeah, we'll go on board with him here. See what he can do. We'll check his splits here. Has a McLaren right behind him. In front of him. Dude, Johnny, I don't know what's going on. Coming through the double right-hander now. See if the McLaren gets out of the way nicely. And he's just slightly down on his previous lap time. Definitely going to want to push a little bit. The McLaren's still in front of him. Definitely doesn't want the dirty air through this section. Getting really close to him now. Not sure why the McLaren's not already out of the way. This is the McLaren.
This could be costly here.
Yeah. See if the McLaren gets out of the way here. If he doesn't, I'm not sure. I think it is... That
McLaren is
lucid. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure... what the McLaren is doing
Easy
there.
10 is showing some uneasiness here.
Oh.
Red Arrow up to the top with a 121.6 for Red Arrow there.
Yeah.
And now Easy 10 is going to die, or no, he's actually looking to try one more time on a lap here.
I'm on board with Nick AC here. Our championship leader could seal it here. 20 seconds to go. He is valid. Let's see if he keeps it valid. Stays flat out through here. Left-hander, one more corner to go after this. Doesn't try and play it any closer to the line than he did. Last corner now. Don't run wide. Looks like he will get a lap on the board. DRS open. To the line. Where does our championship leader go? P2! Oh, P3!
And topped by his teammate!
Yeah, I don't think he'll be too mad at that since Pablo, his championship rival, is starting P18. And, man, yeah, I think, honestly, I think Nick AC will like that more with having his teammate right there to maybe work with him, have his teammate maybe keep Pablo behind if Pablo just goes on an almighty drive here. But, yeah, I think that will spell the end of qualifying as Bandut loses the back end just slightly, keeps the car clean. He was up when I saw it last corner now. We'll see where he goes. Zenke is P5 right now. He still can be, I think he is done as Bandut stays P8. And yeah, Zenke, another good quali, but hopefully he can, I say it every time I curse him, I'm sorry, but hopefully he can translate it to the race. And yeah, that's quali done. Easy 10 does improve, but not enough to jump up after his unfortunate impediment with that McLaren and Rainbow Demon. Lap is done.
Lucid?
Lucid. Oh. Yeah, I think so. I want to go over the standings, or the
starting order?
Yeah.
I got you.
I'm going to try and set something up here.
Oh, you're going to set something up? What are you going to set up?
Hopefully. We'll find out. We'll find out.
Is it going to help you call out the names and positions?
Nope.
I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah,
Um, well, there we have it, folks. Waiting on Zenki to get into pit lane, and now he's gonna go for a little more of a
Oh
burn
my god, you
cruise
guys can see
here
that. That's so rough.
off the exit of turn 16, and we are going so slow at 80 miles an hour. I'm gonna call this action up to 100 miles an hour, folks. We have broke 100 miles an hour. Coming to the line. Is he gonna top 120? He does. He makes it. There we have it, folks. That is your qualifying session. Zenki finally made it across the line in P5 with no fuel. But in the meantime, your qualifying order is set. Red Arrow is going to take pole ASAP Loggy in P2. ZZG Speedy B is in P3. Nick AC 34th. N Zenki in 5th. Katie Dog 6th. Waffle Raptor 7th. Bandu 8th. Chipman 9th, I'll just say Gru King. 10th, Paul 11th, Rob in 12th, Chris Zip in 13th, Scarlett Fisher in 14th, Easy 10 in 15th, Lucid in 16th, Rainbow Demon in 17th, and Pablo Plays will round out your grid with some unfortunate, some very unfortunate circumstances for his first lap out in qualifying. So
Yeah.
he will be starting from the back of the grid, and hopefully we will see if he's going to be able to make up the ground all the way to the front and put the pressure on Nick AC.
Yeah, I need the people in chat did not see anything that just popped up, so shh, don't spoil it. But no, yeah, Pablo, you're gonna have to go on an almighty drive, and Nick AC. I think really the only way is Nick AC not winning. Yeah, shout out BK for that graphic that I'm gonna show at the end of the race. Hopefully, but we'll see. But yeah, I think Nick AC is gonna have to probably crash out, and Pablo's gonna have to get a top 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work for Pablo here. I don't really know like how this is really going to work.
Yeah, I think.
But Rainbow Demon, in case you don't know, we do read chat. I'm going to crash Pablo. I will keep that in mind when it comes to steward reports. Wink,
Yeah.
wink. In the meantime,
Here we go.
And we got 1, 2, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 lights, and
The suspense.
the lights are out. And we are going, and it looks like ASAP Loggy actually got a better jump than Red Arrow on the outside. ASAP is on the soft tires through the inside into turn 1, barely misses contact with Red Arrow as they're making their way into turn 2. We already got a spin in the back, and that is going to be Katie Dog.
Thought it was Pablo, but I'm on board with Nick AC here, keeping ground, staying P4 right here. He really didn't have a contested turn 1. Looked like he had a good start compared to everybody else around. As we're going too wide back here, Rob's boy and Bandut looking for the move. Rob's boy gonna stay behind, and Pablo not making up as much ground as he would need so far. Only P16, making up 2 spots on Rainbow Demon and his teammate Katie Dog, who spun earlier in the race. But yeah, Pablo maybe damage. He is kind of falling off the back of the field here. As okay, so yeah, ZZG Speedy B is Speedy Bullet. He just changed his name. So it's nice to know. These guys been known for working together here. Nick AC going off track just slightly, maybe a warning. Definitely don't want penalties. We'll see how penalties affect people later tonight. As yeah, we're finishing the first lap, 28 more to go. This Red Arrow on the medium tires. Well, actually, I'll bring up the tire compound here for everybody. I don't even know what tires people are on. And ASAP Loggy, the only driver on the softs. So, kind of interesting from him. Both the Williams mediums. Pablo 17th. Pablo, yeah, in the pits, going to soft. So, that makes it almost even worse for Pablo. Looked like he did get damage. So, that almost, for sure, spells an end to Pablo's championship run. But Yeah, our top four kind of breaking away from the back is Zenki falling off the back. Does kind of have a bit of a gap to the Waffle Raptor behind him, but he's going to be trying to push to stay ahead here. This ASAP Loggy get a look for maybe the first win of his season, or the first podium of his season, I should say. Yeah, Red Arrow going to look to return back to the top step. I don't think he's won a race in a while. He'll definitely want to get back there. So Chipman already 3-second time penalty. Rob's Boy as well, I think, got it on the same exact corner as they're fighting back here. As Scarlet Fisher is going to look for the move on Chipman, and he gets double overtaken in the span of 2 corners. As Scarlet's going to look to push on and pass Rob's Boy here. Rob's Boy goes really defensive, almost unnecessary. TRS now enabled. Rob's Boy going to stay down the inside. Going to break really late, or Scarlet broke really early. Maybe some lag here. Shipman almost goes into the back of him. Too wide still. Going to maybe go around the outside. Rob's Boy around the outside. Gets the move done. Good move.
Yeah, Rob Boy is moving up with DRS activated. Your top 4 drivers are all within a second of each other. So the question is there going to be a change between the 2 Williams teammates here to help Nick AC potentially go for the victory in Lucille? Also, with the driver championship on the line, do Williams put themselves in a position to make sure they lock that up tonight?
I think with how I'm assuming their engineers at Williams are telling Nick AC and Speedy Bullet that Pablo plays is down in last, really far away right now. I think if I were Williams, I'd want Nick AC to stay behind Speedy Bullet unless Speedy doesn't have the pace to stay in this DRS train. Because where Nick AC is right now, he's in front of it, or he's behind his teammate, which can just give him another buffer to the cars in front with DRS. But as long as Zenki doesn't catch up to the DRS, Nick AC really has no problems to worry about, as in like damage or fights here. So where he is right now, he will win.
Yeah, where he is right now is pretty solid for him. But for the time being, ASAP Loggy did get by Red Arrow into turn 1. Now Red Arrow is going to return a favor up into turn 4. And we get our first safety car, and it looks like a huge wreck in the back here between Lucid and Chris Zip. So unfortunately, we get a safety car into turn 1. Not exactly sure what happened there.
All right,
but
buddy.
We are already down 2 drivers.
Yeah, and this is your first time here when we can use the new overlay together. As the safety car is out, Pablo very, very happy. And I don't know, though. Definitely not, probably not too happy considering he's still 15th. A lot of ground to make up. But Nick AC won't be too happy about it. But yeah, everybody's going to bunch back up here. And we'll get going again. It'll probably be, the most amount of laps. So 3 laps here. Probably get going by around lap 7. As ASAP Loggy, our leader, going to dive into the pits, get off those soft tires. Going very slow, losing a lot of time here. Almost unnecessarily slow there. Could have gained quite a few, but into the pits, we'll see. It looks like he's going to the hards. Definitely going to probably have to pit one more time. I don't think those hards will be able to go to the end, as his teammate is, or no, man. Paul will pit as well. Chipman, Katie Dog, and Loggy. Oh my god. Dude, I've never had it like this, but Red Arrow catching up to the back of the safety car. Burnt Mylander got to take the lead of the pack.
That's funny.
Yeah, ride us around for 3 laps. I wish we could get a cockpit cam of this safety car. That would be nice.
Yeah, right. Or we should just allow one of us to drive it around.
Yeah, that would be so fun. Let one of the commentators hop in.
Yeah.
We're just driving around.
You want to go fast? I want to go fast. Let's go fast.
Yeah, and then if you hate the person in first, just go really slow. So, yeah, we will be waiting for Rainbow Demon and Chipman here as Pablo gets the best of his teammate here in front of him on those 3-lap old softs. I'm actually surprised Pablo isn't pitting off those softs.
I wouldn't if I was him.
No?
Because you still got a large majority of the field that all still needs to pit one more time there. Even if he was to box and get off of the softs, he's probably going to have to box one more time due to the high degradation around Qatar. So if I was him, I'd say he's making a smart decision staying out on those soft tires. He's going to use them to the maximum. And then he can actually... I believe he might have started on a different set of tires, so he could possibly make a soft-to-soft work for the end of the Grand Prix. I am taking a look right now.
Yeah, I believe he did
started on mediums.
Yeah.
So there's a perfect opportunity for Pablo to go soft-softs to the end. So he might be able to pick up some ground here with a good majority of the field in front of him still needing to box.
Yeah, I know the track does guzzle, pause quite a bit of fuel, and eats up your tires around here. So I think it'll definitely be hard for Pablo to just pit from softs from here to the end. Once he gets off of those, his tires will definitely be pretty dead. Both, what's the word? Both stints. There we go. But, yeah.
Yeah, and I am looking at Summers, or Summers, whatever you guys call it. I think it's Summers. In the chat, you said soft to the end will not work. The deg is way too high. I can rebuttal on that and say it will work. He's gonna probably be able to get the softs out to probably, I'd say, lap 15, 16, especially with the safety car here, and then he definitely try and make the last 13 laps go on the soft tires to the end. I have I have done soft mediums around here, very favorable, and I have definitely used mediums for a good 13, 14 laps around Qatar. So soft can work until the end. It is just toward the end of that second soft stint. His tires will not be great, but overall pace to start on the soft tires could potentially actually bring him to the end of the Grand Prix. But there is big yeah, there's all sorts of things that can come into play, you know, battling, how hard you're battling, how much you're locking up, and all sorts of stuff as well.
Yeah, but
Red Arrow is going to make a run off of turn 16 here, and go ahead, what were you saying?
No, I was just about to say, and here we go. Red Arrow going to be slowing the pack down a lot. Pack bunching up 3-4 wide at some spots on the track as Red Arrow still weaving. Speedy Bullet goes now. Red Arrow gets the good jump. Speedy Bullet right behind. Looks like Bandute's going to be looking for the move behind on Zenki. No, he's not. Everybody's going to keep their spot. Nick AC P3 in a good spot still. Pablo, actually we'll go on board with Pablo here through the pack on those relatively new soft tires. He should have the advantage compared to everybody else's. ASAP Locky goes a little wide, maybe got touched a little bit.
It does appear that Pablo Plays has already gained one position already up into P12. And it looks like the Alfa Romeo Paul made a mistake going into turn 6. And that allows Katie Dog to get by as well.
Yeah, it looked like Paul just broke a little bit too late. Right behind Pablo, had to go off track just slightly to avoid hitting the back of Pablo. Pablo will definitely be very happy there to not have his race ended. So you can see right here, Pablo holding the line. Paul almost hits the back, but good way of getting out of the way there as Pablo still staying down in P12, just looking for the move on Loggy. Everybody's pretty close, though. We'll see a Speedy Bullet looks to make the move on Red Arrow here. No.
Everybody is keeping it single file. I am going to jump on board with Pablo because he is looking to make a charge, but the McLaren side by side with ASAP into turn 1. Pablo is going to follow right behind, still behind the McLaren as they're making their way through turn 2.
Yeah, Pablo still looking for the move. Definitely wants to get a move on here quick. Looking for the move here on Scarlet as his teammate. Katie Dog goes down the inside. Pablo's definitely not going to want that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Pablo is going to be too happy about it. It was a little bit of a late as he was turning in, but he did catch him coming right on time as Pablo is looking to make a move on the McLaren as we're making our the exit of turn 10. Now going to carry ourselves around 11 and up the hill back into the triple right-hander here. And we had some side-by-side action between ASAP and Gru, but ASAP was able to get by.
This goes off track a little bit. Pablo coming all over the back of Scarlet Fisher here as Katie Dog still looks for the move on Pablo. Pablo now down the inside of Scarlet Fisher. No. Oh, Katie Dog sends it down the inside of Pablo. Pablo is definitely not going to like that DRS open as Katie Dog gets the move on Pablo and Scarlet. Pablo will not like that. Oh! Pablo going for the double overtake on Gru, gets it done. Now if only he was ahead of his teammate, he'd be in the top 10, but no, P11 for Pablo.
Yeah, P11 for Pablo, and he was able to get by that with a double overtake, and you did see Scarlet Fisher also went down to the inside of Gru into turn 1 as well, so Gru lost 3 positions just down the start-finish straight all the way into turn 1. ASAP Loggy down the inside of Easy 10. Off the exit of turn 6, he gets a little bit of a wheel spin, and that's going to allow Pablo to close up to the back of him as he's making his way through turn 7 now. Off the exit of turn 7, not going to use most of that exit curve there, but we got a 4-car train right here between Easy 10 all the way down to Pablo in P11.
Yeah, I mean, look at the gap between Rob's Boy and Waffle Raptor. 3.5, almost 4 seconds here. As ASAP Loggy gonna go try and go too wide with Easy 10 here. Gets the move done. Katie Dog all over the back of Easy 10. Is Katie Dog gonna look for the move? No, let's see if he goes for it. Into turn, last corner. Yes, gonna break late down the inside. They make contact. As Pablo is gonna pick up the pieces and get both the cars here. Pablo just sat behind and watched it.
Yeah, Pablo wants to make that move down into turn 1 and gonna slot right in behind his teammate of Katie, but he does want to put this pressure on and try and get by as he is inside the top 10 now. He's looking to gain some more points. Nick AC in that P3 position, battling side by side between
Zenki down the inside gets the move done into the lead. 4 cars in 2 corners. Zenki out of nowhere. We were 4 wide at one point as Nick AC is getting the move, battling Speedy Bullet here. Speedy Bullet going to stay behind to let Nick stay ahead. As Zenki.
Speedy B is Speedy Bullet?
Yeah.
Man, you all need to stop changing your names on me.
Yeah, Zenki inherits the lead of the race after a crazy move here. We'll replay that in a second once we get a chance. But Red Arrow coming all over the back of Zenki here. Once again, looking to get back into the first place as Red Arrow goes off and Zenki does both get a penalty in the same corner as Nick AC is the leader of the race with penalties added. So Nick AC's just sitting back watching here as we'll replay that right here.
Speedy Bullet's looking to make a move down the inside of Nick AC into turn 1. Is he going to complete the move? Yes, he does, but that is going to carry the Alpine as well. The Alpine looks like he got on the yellow sausage curb on the inside, and that did compromise his exit a little bit there. But now he is all over the back of Nick AC 30 here as Van Doot is looking to put the pressure on into turn 4.
Yeah, Zenki, you gotta want to stay behind Red Arrow here. At least stay in the DRS. Almost out of DRS of Speedy Bullet. As Bandu looking to get all over the back of Nick AC here. Hopefully Nick AC, at least for his sake, doesn't fall down the field here. Bandu's looking really strong in that Alpine.
Pablo was able to get by Paul there, moves up into the P9 position, so now he's got his teammate Katie Dog right in front. He's about 1.8 seconds off, so he still needs to find some more pace, but back up to the front as they're making their way through turn 15. Red Arrow's kind of opened up a little bit of a gap to Zenki behind him with Speedy Bullet trying to breathe down his throat, and Nick AC30 right behind him off the exit of turn 15. They're going to get the DRS run down into turn 1, and anybody going to be close enough to make a move? It looks like Nick AC is closing up to Speedy Bullet.
Looked like Speedy Bullet was blinking there with his light. Yeah, he is. As Bandute's going to stay behind Waffle Raptor. Looks like he's just going to fall out of DRS for this next lap on this top 5 here. As Red Arrow is trying to run away from Zenki. This top 5 all on 11-lap-old mediums. I don't know why I can't say it when I'm looking right at it. But Waffle Raptor, P6 in the 11-lap-old hards. And Loggy, the first of the new pitters on the 7-lap-old hards as well. As we have a yellow flag. Looks like it's Easy 10 and looks like somebody else. Rob's boy, yeah. Maybe some collisions there. We'll have to see later on as Rainbow Demon moves up to 15th. Still got some work to do back there. But, yeah, looks like Zenki is falling out of the DRS of Red Arrow. I think it won't be too bad, though. Zenki, another 3-second time penalty. It might have been the curse that I said earlier, but Speedy Bullet should get the DRS as Bandute in the top 5 looking for a podium here. Gets a penalty as Speedy Bullet's going to look to slingshot past Zenki here to get back up into Red Arrow. See if Nick AC also goes for the move.
Yeah, looks like the Williams of Speedy Bullet there around the outside. He is carrying all that speed of Nick AC with him, but Nick AC is not going to be close enough to make a move. Around the outside, Speedy Bullet goes. He does claim that P2 position, and Zenki and Nick AC nearly get collected right behind him.
Yeah, Nick AC maybe had a snap there, or he was looking down the inside. It looked kind of interesting there for sure. But we'll see. Nick AC is definitely wants to get through here. I don't know, though. Looking for the move down the inside into the hairpin. No, going to stay behind. Oh, no. Zenki goes a little bit deep. We'll get the exit off the corner. Goes wide. Probably another warning. But Nick AC just knows he can't get collected here. Get damaged. Fall behind Pablo, who is currently in P9. Looking to chase down his teammate for P8 here. But, yeah, Pablo's not too far down the road here from Nick AC. One more safety car. Anything could happen. Rainbow Demon at the back of the field gets a penalty. As you can just see how much time Nick AC is losing to the cars ahead of Speedy Bullet, who's already 1.3 seconds ahead of Zenki. As Zenki, another 3-second time penalty. I believe that's 9 seconds. He cannot keep the car within the track as he dives into the pits. Gotta give Nick AC DRS to catch back up to Speedy Bullet as Bandute. We'll see if Bandute goes for the move here. I know it's not going to look like he will. Nick AC has the top end speed.
I'm just Waffle Raptor sitting in that P6 position, trying to put the pressure on ASAP Loggy here for P5, and it looks like, yeah, Zenki's still not out of pit lane. He's going to come out right behind Rainbow Demon there in the P15 position. So Zenki is done with his pit stops for the remainder of the Grand Prix, unless there is another safety car, which we will knock on wood and hope there isn't.
Yeah.
But we still do have quite a bit of drivers that have to pit one more time, as your top 4 do. ASAP Loggy does not. Waffle Raptor will have to box one more time. And I'm assuming Katie Dog and Pablo are going to have to box as well. Paul has already taken a stop. Gru will have to box, and Scarlet Fisher will have to box. So does an Easy 10.
Everybody right now will have to pit. I think it'll definitely be tough for Loggy to stretch those tires 15 more laps. We are just about halfway through the race right now, so yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see, as looks like Nick AC, our championship leader, is going to be biting the bullet first. See what the strategy is. I assume he will go to the hards.
Is massive.
Yeah, especially with the fuel usage around here. If you can get in front with lower fuel, then you can stay ahead. We'll see as the team goes out. We have a AlphaTauri coming in of Pablo Plays. So our two championship contenders in the pit lane at the same time. Pablo sees Nick AC, is like, oh, it's close. Probably didn't say that, but
coming out on mediums.
Yeah, I think it might be a good call to I mean, his tires will be not better than Nick AC's at the end, but they'll definitely be in a lot better state than if they were on those softs. So maybe he's saving that for another safety car that could come. But about 5 seconds between Pablo Plays and Nick AC here, and what could be the championship deciding race, is our top 4 all are out of DRS range of each other. The closest battle is Waffle Raptor on the back of ASAP Loggy.
Nick AC did catch up to the back of EV10, and the benefit to Nick AC actually boxing one lap later is he actually still came out in front of Zenki at a pit lane as well. So Nick AC is now going to peek down to the inside into the triple right-hander, but he is not going to be looking to make it side-by-side through there, as we got Red Arrow and Bandu both dived into pit lane.
Yeah, Nick AC will like the DRS here, but he won't like the amount of time that he lost here as Easy 10 dives into the pit lane here. We'll see if he does get DRS with Zenki right behind. If he doesn't, Zenki really close. Yeah, he did get DRS, but Zenki with the slipstream here. We'll see if Zenki's going to go for the move, try and get in front of his Red Arrows coming out of the pits right here. We'll see where he gets it. Oh, and Red Arrow's very clear of Nick AC. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than that, as Nick AC is about 1.5 seconds back from Red Arrow, but Red Arrow is on the cold tires, so he will gain a little bit more.
Yeah, Nick AC is trying to put the pressure on, but Zenki is right behind him as well. Pablo Plays still 4.3 seconds back from Bandu. He's got a lot of time to find up if he wants to be able to contend with Nick AC here. But we are making our way up into turn 7. Zenki still right behind Nick AC as we're making our way through the late apex off the exit. And it looks like Zenki may have gotten himself another warning there off the exit of turn 7. And now they're coming through turn 10. Making their way through turn 11. They're trying to close up to the back of Red Arrow. The gap is about 1.4 seconds. And we're making our way through the triple right-hander here. We got Nick AC on a set of hards. And what is Red Arrow also? Well,
yeah, Red Arrow's on the hard. Yeah, like you said, I think if Nick AC is smart, which he is, I think he's going to let Zenki go by right here to slingshot up into the DRS. But, I mean, Nick AC gained a lot of time to Red Arrow right there. We'll see if Zenki will get the move with the DRS, as Nick AC doesn't. Nick AC looks like he has the gap. But the one thing that sucks with Pablo is that he's kind of in no man's land right now. Looks like he might come in between these guys right here of the Waffle Raptor and Bandute, which he does, is Waffle Raptor right behind him. As Zenki looks like get another warning there. Yeah, we'll check out actually the penalties, as Red Arrow, I forgot, 3-second time penalty, so Nick AC is kind of leading the race, I guess you could say, right now. Of all the people who have pit with penalties added, Zenki 9 seconds, Bandute 6 seconds. So the guys in 3rd and 4th provisionally both have chunky penalties. Rainbow Demon 6 seconds, Scarlet Fisher 6, and our bottom 2, Chipman and Robs, 9 seconds in penalties. So definitely not the thing you want there. And Paul up 8 spots from where he started, still needs to pit. Pablo should be on his final stop here. He's up 9 spots, only going to gain more, so we'll see how he is. Pablo looking to be on a charge, but will it be enough to beat Nick AC by 12 points or more? As Nick AC actually dropped off a lot from Red Arrow. As Red Arrow maybe burning some battery sets the fastest lap to pull away from Nick AC and get out of the penalty. As we're
Yes,
just...
Red Arrow is burning, and so is Nick AC. Actually, both of them do have their overtake on as they're making their way through here. Turn 3. Actually, no, Nick AC, he does not. Never mind. It's hard to see. I hate the Williams dashboard. I'm sorry, Williams fans, but I don't like your dashboard.
Zenke, maybe another warning as he almost goes into the back of Nick AC. That would be horrible for Nick AC. All he wants to do is just finish this race with no contact. It would be very, very tough if Zenke, another penalty, if Zenke would go into the back of Nick AC and put him to the back of the field with Pablo coming through. The one good thing, though, is that Pablo will have to at least get... 4th place in Nick AC to score no points if he wants to at least extend the championship to the final race in Brazil. Is Zenke and Bandoot are out! Or contact. Bandoot. Damage dives into the pits. Zenke spun round. Nick AC definitely very lucky for no safety car here to bring Pablo place even closer, but that will make Pablo jump up even more positions to 6th place. Pablo just needs to gain 2 more spots, and if Nick AC drops out of the points, we could have an extension here.
Yeah, we can definitely get an extension on the championship here as Pablo is looking to put the pressure on Nick AC. Nearly 4 seconds off the back of him here as he's making his way through turn 5 now. So Pablo Place still has quite a bit of work to do, and he's got to hope for a little bit of luck here as Nick AC in that P4 position is now going to be looking to lock up that championship in about 10 more laps.
Yeah, I mean, looking back at that replay, it looked like maybe Zenke just lost his rear end just slightly, and Bandoot had a lot more overspeed compared to Zenke and just went into the side of him. But yeah, definitely a very rough incident as Red Arrow, another penalty, 6 seconds for him, and it's our top 2 who haven't pit yet are in. So this will for sure put Red Arrow into the front, and Red Arrow just broke out of Nick AC's first 3 seconds, and now he has to gain another 3 seconds.
Yeah, Red Arrow is looking very, very strong up in the front, but those time penalties might take the race victory away from him here. He's almost up to
Pablo.
4 seconds, so he's going to have about 2 more seconds to extend on Nick AC for that position.
Yeah, I think Pablo's in the spot that he needs to be right now if Nick AC were to drop out. But the 2 Williams boys are working together. If the Williams take each other out like Azerbaijan for the Red Bulls, this could spell a lot of trouble within the team. As we are letting Speedy Bullet go by, Nick AC lets him go by to maybe just hold battery, have Speedy Bullet use his to pull away from Pablo, and then let Nick AC go further on when Speedy Bullet holds Pablo back. But yeah, it's definitely interesting to see how this plays out with 9 laps to go, under 10 laps to go, maybe in the entire championship. Still have 1 more race to go, but it won't matter if Nick AC wins it here. As we got some action going on in the back here, is Bandoot looking to get past Rainbow Demon, as Rainbow Demon just lets them by. Speedy Bull or ASAP Loggy gonna look for the move on Waffle Raptor here as Pablo, you're gonna see in the middle of no man's land in between these 2 trains right here, I guess you could say. ASAP Loggy with the DRS will go to the inside, gonna get the move done on Waffle Raptor and get the fastest lap at the same time.
Yeah, so ASAP Loggy up into that P5 position. He is looking to gain some ground here on Pablo, maybe put himself into P4, but Pablo is still 2.8 seconds off the back of Nick AC here. So still can see some action by the end of the Grand Prix, but Pablo really needs to find some time if he wants to get up to those Williams teammates. but they are falling outside of range on Red Arrow as they're at 4.4 seconds back.
Yeah, I think Pablo needs to catch up to Nick AC and have some fighting and maybe a racing incident go on where Nick AC spins out. Definitely not how you'd want it, but if it's just a racing incident, it is what it is. Definitely not how you want to see it end, but hey.
Hey, rubbing's racing.
Hey. Amen.
We ain't banging doors, we ain't racing hard. But in the meantime, have any battles going on except for Scarlet Fisher, Easy 10, Chipman, and Bandute from P11 down to P14. There's a 4-car train here. We'll just keep an eye on the front of the grid as everybody seems to be separated outside the 1 second range.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised by this as Chipman and Bandute are going too wide into the final corner as well as the 2 cars in front. See if we get some action into turn 1 here. But I'm really surprised that Speedy Bullet is not keeping Nick AC in his DRS.
No, he is not, and this is actually becoming worrisome for Nick AC because Pablo is down to 2 seconds now. He is starting to find a lot of time here on this lap. He went from about 2.8 down to under 2 seconds now off the exit of turn 10, and he gained another 2/10, making a run toward turn 12, 13, and 14.
Yeah, this is really surprising by the Williams team here.
Yeah, here comes Pablo. He is on a charge down to 1.9 now. Off the exit of turn 16. Is he going to find any more time? He does need to find some more time.
Oh, did you see that? Nick AC is blinking here as Pablo has about 40% battery left. So if Pablo wants to do it, Pablo needs to go now as it looks like we have Speedy Bullet slowing down to put Nick AC back into the DRS here. And yeah, I think that's what happened. Get some team orders right there. Definitely, yeah, Nick AC definitely a little bit scared seeing Pablo gain as much as he was through here. But yeah, the Williams boys back together.
Yeah, and it looks like Pablo wants to bring some company with him of ASAP Loggy in the Mercedes. He's down to 1.4. He's really dialing it in with about 6 laps to go into turn 10 we are, and Pablo is down to 1.1.
Oh.
DRS now.
I think if Pablo gets into this DRS range and he forces these Williams to go side by side, we could see some crazy stuff happen here with them not wanting to let Pablo go, as Pablo needs to push here to get into the DRS this lap. Last corner, did he get the exit? No, he won't get it this lap, as Nick AC won't either. Speedy Bullet didn't give him DRS as both the Williams are blinking. Pablo still has like 40%.
Williams are blinking. Pablo's coming, and so is an ASAP. Gonna get very hairy. Grand Prix. We're about 1 second back from Nick AC. Pablo is just inside that DRS range, making a run through turn 2. He's gonna try and get closer now as we're making our way up in turn 4.
Hey.
He's got ASAP Loggy 2/10 right behind him, and they're both trying to battle it out here for the championship. You got Pablo, who's got to beat Nick AC by 12 points, so this can get very hairy as Speedy Bullet has opened up a 1.3 second gap over his Williams teammate. Now Pablo and Nick AC and ASAP are all going to be battling for that final step on the podium. Let's see if Pablo Plays is going to have ASAP Loggy help him out at some point here with about 5 laps to go.
Yeah, still seeing this. I'm surprised Speedy Bullet is not giving Nick AC DRS. This could spell problems for Nick AC here as F1 Esports BR. Thank you for the raid. This is a championship deciding race. Everybody who is new, Nick AC needs to beat, Pablo Plays needs to beat Nick AC by 12 points or more to extend the championship into the final race of the season. With 5 laps to go, crossing the line now, Pablo with DRS. Is he going to go for the move here? ASAP Loggy looking for the move on Pablo. Surprised Pablo's not trying to get by. Is ASAP Loggy going to look for the move on Nick AC?
ASAP Loggy is closed up to the back of the Williams, right in front of him for that final podium spot. But the question is ASAP going to interfere in this championship battle, or is he going to try and get by and just let these two drivers battle it out? As Katie Dog is 4.3 behind Pablo, so he's not going to be able to give any help to the AlphaTauri teammate in front of him.
Oh!
As ASAP down the inside of Nick AC, gives them a little bit of a bump. Nick AC goes off the track, and here comes Pablo Plays. Right behind him, he's going to get back through on ASAP Loggy going into turn 7.
Yeah, that's definitely not what Nick AC wants. It's what Pablo wants, though. Pablo hoping Nick AC maybe got damage from that so he can get by, and Nick AC... Oh! Oh, it might get removed, though. I think that will get removed. We will see, though. 5-second penalty for Nick AC. We will not know if it will get removed or not later on. So we will see. Pablo, as of now, is ahead of Nick AC by... I mean, what? It was a 5-second penalty. So Nick AC, as of now, might drop down to 6th. So if Pablo would get, what is it, 3rd, 18 points, Nick drops down to around 6th. Would that be his Loggy? Down the inside of Pablo again. I'm really surprised Pablo is letting him do this. Hopefully he's thinking that ASAP Loggy will take out Nick AC.
Yeah, Nick AC is under pressing pressure right now. ASAP Loggy right behind. Pablo Plays is still chasing him down. He is just hoping for a miracle here.
Oh!
ASAP Loggy back down to the side.
Oh!
Turn 6, pushes him out wide once again. And Pablo Plays is not going to be close enough to take advantage of that. ASAP Loggy into the P3 position. But now Nick AC and Pablo Plays both have to fight this out for the P4 position with ASAP in front of him. The only disadvantage that Pablo Plays is going to have at this point is Nick AC is going to have DRS to ASAP in front of him, so Pablo will not be able to make an easy pass down the start-finish straight on Nick AC.
Yeah, if I'm Nick AC, I'm not really trying to get past ASAP Loggy, but I also don't want Pablo past me because I don't want to get in any trouble here, but Nick AC blinking, almost pushing Loggy through this final corner, will surely get the move done here into turn 1. Will Pablo try and follow through? So we are weaving. ASAP Loggy, where's Nick AC going to go? To the racing line. Pablo right behind Nick AC around the outside. Is Loggy going to try and hold it down the inside? Nick AC trying to go around the outside. Gets pushed wide. Has to stay behind, and here comes Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo did not want to make a move around the outside in turn 2, but ASAP Loggy is doing everything in his power to allow Pablo to battle Nick AC on the final few laps. And by the way, guess who's catching up right behind him? Katie Dog, 2.3 seconds back from Pablo Plays. So there might be potential for the AlphaTauri teammates to team up here on the final lap here in Qatar.
Yeah, it looks like ASAP went a little wide there, letting Nick AC come into the frame a little bit more. Pablo still right behind. 2 laps to go, almost coming to the penultimate lap. As ASAP Loggy does have a penalty, Nick AC does as well, might get removed. So Pablo is on for a P3 here, as everything stands with no removals or anything. But Nick AC getting really close. I think Pablo wants to make a move this lap as well.
Yeah, Pablo does need to make this move ASAP. Nick AC closed right up to the back of ASAP Loggy. Yep. He is going to get the DRS, and here comes Pablo Plays as well. We might have a potential double overtake into turn 1. Nick AC down to the inside. Pablo is going down to the inside. Side by side into turn 1, nearly 3 wide. And Pablo is going to come out on top. Still
Loggy.
side by side between ASAP and Nick AC.
Oh, they touch it here in the back. Loggy spins it round for Nick AC. coming back onto the track. The Red Bull just dodges him as Nick AC and ASAP Loggy collide right there.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Nick AC and ASAP collided off the exit of turn 2, and that sent ASAP to the inside. But in all honesty, I don't really think there was anything wrong doing there. But gave all of the track and more by going off the circuit as well. So he was just trying to defend his position here. But in the meantime, Pablo is now 1 second gap over Nick AC. Katie Dog is within that 5-second range, and Waffle Raptor is just inside 5-second range on Nick AC as well. So he got to keep it at about another half a second for Waffle Raptor.
Nick AC
if
though
he wants to maintain.
Gets another 3-second time penalty, so 8 seconds to his name. 2, 4, probably 5, 6. He might drop to 7th. It's gonna be rough, but it's going to be tight. Last lap now. Red Arrow, 6 seconds in penalties. Just has enough to keep Speedy Bullet behind and keep his win. We'll see where Nick AC drops here in the back. But Pablo, starting from last at this race, up to P3, giving him his best shot to win this title here. We'll see. Only a few corners to go. Yeah, if Katie stays behind.
So right now, Nick AC is at 10.5 seconds, and ASAP Loggy's at 18.2. So if ASAP Loggy can keep it within another half a second right now, he does have potential to bump Nick AC all the way down into the P7 position. But actually, ASAP has a penalty. Is that a 3-second?
Yes, I believe so.
It is a 3-second, so he actually needs to gain some time here. He needs to gain about 3.5 seconds on Nick AC if he wants to actually try and jump that position.
So we're going to go on board with Red Arrow here. See if he gets the DRS here on the back marker of Rainbow Demon to pull 2/10 on Speedy Bullet. Final corner. Can he get the exit? He is blinking. He's giving it all he has. He has no DRS. We'll see. It's going to be tight to the line. Does Speedy Bullet get a good exit? As of now, to the line. Red Arrow takes it by a 10th as Pablo crosses the line. P3. Nick AC stays P4 right now. We'll see where he drops. Another 5 second that might get removed. Who knows? Nick AC falling down the order. Where does he fall? Stays P6. Nick AC to 6th. I think Nick AC will keep the championship as of now. Pablo with an absolute mega fight through the field to give him the best chance to win the championship, as it looks like Bandut might have ran out of fuel, as well as Zenki back here. Poor Zenki. Just gonna slowly crawl to the line. But yeah, I think as of now, as it stands, Nick AC is your Season 13 AM3 COS champion. As I will bring up the graphic here. It's not great, but it is something. I just had to get it done. Shout out BK for the graphic. I'm just kidding. But 42 people in here to witness the championship crowning of Nick AC. Too bad he didn't get on the podium. I think we will still get him in the call after we talk to everybody to congratulate him. But if you want to go over the standings here of everything.
You mean the final positions?
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, here we have it. After Lucero International Circuit, we got Red Arrow on top, Speedy Bullet in P2, Pablo Plays in 3rd. Katie Dog will come home in 4th. Waffle Raptor in 5th, Nick AC in 6th, ASAP Loggy 7th, Paul in Hell on 8th, Gru in 9th, Easy 10 in 10th, Bandu 11th, Zenki 12th, Rob's Boy 13th, Scarlet Fisher 14th, Rainbow Demon in 15th, Chipman, Crisp Zip, and Lucid all round out your field of 18. So yeah,
As
I mean that was a wonderful Qatar. Qualifying was pretty close, and one safety car here, and a lot of action
I
on the track.
really don't think we could have had a better Qatar race here. A lot of action, a lot of crazy stuff here at the end, but Pablo working his way from P18 to P3, I think, is the story of the day here. As well, Red Arrow or Nick AC winning the championship, I think, has to take it above that, but 18th to 3rd in any league isn't easy. So
No, starting at the back and then ending up in the front is extremely difficult, especially with how close qualifying did get. Um,
So we will see if I can find Speedy Bullet. I'm not sure which one he is. I don't see him on here, but I'll invite Pablo. And then I will invite Nick AC here for the final questions. Once we ask everybody. But what a crazy last race, John. Or not last race, but championship race, I guess we could say.
we have everybody in here.
I don't think Pablo has
Sorry.
a mic, but Nick AC I think should hopefully join here later. So I guess we'll start here with Red Arrow. Congratulations on the P1, just pulling it out there at the line. I think the slipstream might have helped just slightly, but with the 6 seconds in pens, you got to love the win there.
Oh yeah. Well, first, it's not the way I really wanted to start the race with that incident in qualifying with Pablo. I really feel 100% sorry. It just couldn't. I didn't see him honestly. I thought it was just easy 10 and myself on that part of the track, and yeah, it's just that was the worst way to start. But that talking the race, it was nail biting all the way through. Like Speedy was on my tail the whole entire time, and I mean, I couldn't break 6 seconds for the longest time until like second, third sector of the last lap. So I was happy just to eke it through either way.
Yeah, congratulations on your victory tonight at Lusail International Circuit. I mean, right from qualifying throughout the Grand Prix, started up in the front. I mean, on those medium tires, you were able to hold off. I think it was ASAP Loggy on the soft tires. Um, were you burning a lot of battery to hold them off, or were you just relying on your race pace at that point?
Uh, at first a little bit of battery, but at that point, when I saw him catching and sticking with me with the soft tires, it was like almost the inevitable. So I just saved battery, let him pass me, um, because I know the tire offset. I know I'm gonna go further in the race, um, that I'm on the mediums, but that safety car definitely helped it, go a little bit quicker. So he came in on the safety car, and regenerated my battery. So um, yeah, it was just a little bit of both, but knew when the I had the tire offset, I kind of let go on the hard defending, let him pass.
Yeah, that is typically the wise decision to do early in the Grand Prix, just to avoid any collisions or any missing off of that car. But yeah, congratulations on your victory here. You got one more race, and are you going to be looking to end the season on a high note next week?
Uh, yeah, definitely. I think I'm gonna get a quali ban for that incident. I heard that it was streamed, so it'll be last to first. So I mean, it's well deserved. Definitely deserved that. That was not a good mistake on my end, but it'll make an interesting last race for sure. It's going from last to first.
Absolutely. And it's always entertaining to test your true pace at the end of the game
Hmm.
before the next game starts. But once again, congratulations on your victory tonight at Qatar. And Where are you in points? Are you top three at this point?
Yeah, I think he is top three. I think he will stay third. Maybe. I think.
Hmm.
I think he will stay just slightly behind Pablo there in third, but it'll definitely be
Yep.
interesting for the last race. But yeah, congratulations on your win.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.
All right. Well, over to our, I guess we'll call him a champion.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
race early, won the championship, Nick AC. How does it feel going into the last race of the season knowing you got this all wrapped up?
Dude, it feels awesome. When I started racing, this is something I obviously wanted to do, and this is a first for me. It's just crazy going into the next race. I just want to have some fun, really. I might do a last to first with Pablo and Red Arrow, probably. I know they're talking about
Hmm.
it, but yeah, it should just be some fun.
Absolutely. And I mean, from you said this was like kind of your more first league racing scenario for yourselves. You got your first victory of the season in league racing here in Contest of Speed, so that was awesome to see. From the very beginning, you've improved dramatically. I think next season you'll probably be bumped up a division, but it was great to see somebody new come into Contest of Speed and show these guys that you're not messing around.
For sure, bro. I'm looking forward to next season. Want to thank my teammate Speedy firstly, and then y'all too on the comms all season. Appreciate all the stuff you do, and then lastly, Deathstorm, getting me into the league in the first place. So all four of y'all, just appreciate it, and yeah, looking forward to AM2.
Yeah,
Absolutely, we're looking
I just
forward to it.
I just wanted to hop in here, congratulate you for champion of AM3 so far. Definitely a very interesting race. I was just wondering, were you in a call with your teammate there, because it seemed like there was some things that you guys could have had teamwork on, but it didn't really happen.
We were on comms the whole race, and honestly, it's kind of my fault that Speedy didn't win. I think because I kind of had the scenario a little different than what it actually was in my head, and we might have pulled the wrong move at the wrong time. But other than that, yeah, just yeah, I'm not really happy about it because I feel bad. That would have been Speedy's win, you know.
Yeah, but hey, congratulations on the championship. Definitely. I don't know if I'll see you next season for commentating, if whatever tier I'm in, whatever tier you're in, but yeah, we'll see. So congratulations, man.
For sure. Thank you.
Congrats, Nick. Well deserved.
Appreciate you, bro.
Well, it looks like our second place finisher has decided to join the Discord chat tonight. Speedy Bullet coming home in the P2 position tonight here at Qatar. Speedy, I mean, you had solid pace running up towards the front. Being with your teammate there, qualified, I believe, top three. Overall, how would you say your race went?
Well, overall, I feel like it went good. Coming into this, I was trying to, help Nick, sew up the championship and stuff. And apparently, our math, like the math, I was trying to tell him he didn't. I don't think he really believes my math. When I was trying to tell him that Pablo only needed to be up by 12 points on him, and he kind of took it the wrong way and stuff like that. So. We kind of messed it up at the end and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, he still won the championship. Congrats to him. But yeah, I feel like the whole day was pretty much all right. It was pretty much good.
Anything you want to add, Mindset?
I'm not really. I just congratulations on the P2. Definitely a good result to take into the last race and look for the win there. So congratulations on that.
Appreciate it.
All right, folks. Well, there you have it. This is the AM3 division of Contest of Speed tomorrow afternoon. Boy, wrong every time. I want to say it's 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You will see EU2 take on the Lusail International Circuit, and tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, you will have, or 9 p.m. time, sorry, you will have AM2 take on the Lusail International Circuit. On Thursday, you will have EU1 5 p.m. Eastern and AM1 at 9 p.m. Eastern. So tune right in here on Contest with Speed Twitch, and we look forward to seeing you all for the remaining and next week. I am the Johnny Damon, and Cost Mindset is side by side with me tonight, and we want to say thank you for joining and have a wonderful night.
Yeah, peace.